Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie. Tonight, in this lesson, we're going to be working on another lesson on asking questions, but this time we're changing the little word that we're working with. So let's switch over, get our trusty work screen. Here we have it. Tonight, we're going to be asking questions with what? There are a variety of ways to ask questions with the little word what. In this lesson, I'm going to give you many examples so that you will be able to use this word to ask questions correctly and with confidence. Let's look at the different ways to ask questions with this little word. We will start with what plus to be in the present tense. First of all, you have to remember the present tense form of the verb to be, then switch it around to create the question form. So you already know to be in the present tense is I am, and the question form is am I. You are, question form, are you. He is he. She is she. It is it. We are we. They are they. Easy enough. Let's look at some sample sentences. What am I supposed to do? What are you worried about? What is he interested in? What is she angry about? What is it for? What are we satisfied with? What are they upset about? We do the same thing with the verb to be in the past tense. Just remember the past tense form of the verb to be, and then switch it around to create the question form. So it's pretty much the same thing. To be in the past tense, I was. Question form, was I. You were you. He was he. She was she. It was it. We were we. They were they. Let's look at some sample sentences. What was I supposed to do? What were you worried about? What was he interested in? What was she angry about? What was it for? What were we satisfied with? What were they upset about? Okay, now we're going to look at asking questions with what in the present progressive tense. Just remember to use the present tense form of the verb to be and add ing to the verb. Present progressive, I am trying. Question form, am I trying? You are talking. Are you talking? He is worrying. Is he worrying? She is thinking. Is she thinking? It is doing. Is it doing? We are waiting. Are we waiting? They are staring. Are they staring? Sample sentences in the present progressive. What am I trying to accomplish? What are you talking about? What is he worrying about? What is she thinking about? What is it doing in the pool? What are we waiting for? What are they staring at? Same thing in the past progressive tense. Just remember to use the past tense form of the verb to be, excuse me, and add ing to the verb. Past progressive, I was trying. Question form, was I trying? You were talking. Were you talking? He was worrying. Was he worrying? She was thinking. Was she thinking? It was doing. Was it doing? We were waiting. Were we waiting? They were staring. Were they staring? Sample sentences, past progressive. What was I trying to accomplish? What were you talking about? What was he worrying about? What was she thinking about? What was it doing in the pool? What were we waiting for? What were they staring at? Now let's look at asking questions with what in the future using will. Don't forget to use the simple form of the verb when using will. Future with will. I will, question form, switch it around. Will I? You will you? He will he? She will she? It will it? We will we? They will they? Sample sentences. What will I make for supper tonight? What will you buy for your son's birthday? What will he tell his parents? What will she wear to the prom? What will it take to get him to change his mind? What will we do about it? What will they build on this empty lot? Now we're going to look at asking questions with what in the future using be going to, and don't forget to use the simple form of the verb. So be going to in the future, I am going to, switch it around. Am I going to form the question form. You are going to, are you going to? He, she, it is going to, is he, she, it going to? We are going to, are we going to? They are going to, are they going to? Sample sentences. What am I going to make for supper tonight? What are you going to buy for your son's birthday? What is he going to tell his parents? What is she going to wear to the prom? What is it going to take to get him to change his mind? What are we going to do about it? What are they going to build on this empty lot? So when using be going to, just like will, we use the simple form of the verb. So if you can identify the simple form of the verb in each sentence, that will help you a lot. So let's look for the simple form of the verb in these sentences. Make, buy, tell, wear, take, do, build. You see, it's always the same. You learn it once and you keep repeating the rule in English. So easy. Now let's look at asking questions with what in the simple present tense using do or does. Don't forget to use the simple form of the verb. So the simple present tense with do or does. I do, switch it around to form the question form. Do I? You do you? He does he? She does she? It does it? We do they? They do they? Let's look at some sample sentences. What do I need to bring with me? What do you have in your pockets? What does he hope to accomplish? What does she want for Christmas? What does it mean to you? What do we use to fix this? What do they learn in school? So let's try and identify the simple form of the verb. Need, have, hope, want, mean, use, learn. We always use the simple form of the verb when using do or does in the question form. So easy. Next, asking questions with what in the past tense using did. Don't forget to use the simple form of the verb with did. Past tense, I did, switch it around to form the question form. Did I? You did you? He, she, it did. Did he, she, it? We did we? They did they? Okay, sample sentences in the past tense using did. What did I need to bring with me? What did you have in your pockets? What did he hope to accomplish? What did she want for Christmas? What did it mean to you? What did we use to fix this? What did they learn in school? Let's look for the simple form of the verb in these sentences. Need, have, hope, want, mean, use, learn. All in the simple form. I told you. Asking questions with what and can. Don't forget to use the simple form of the verb. So when we use can, we use the simple form of the verb. I can, question form, turn it around. Can I? You can you? He can he? She can she? It can it? We can we? They can they? Sample sentences. What can I do to help you? What can you make for dessert? What can he bring for the kids? What can she buy with a quarter? What can it be used for? What can we grow in our garden this year? What can they keep in their carry-on bags? Let's look for the simple form of the verb. Do, make, bring, buy, be, grow, keep. Is there anything easier? No, it's so easy. Asking questions with what and could. Don't forget to use the simple form of the verb. Okay, could. I could, question form, switch it around. Could I? You could you? He, she, it could he, she, it? We could we? They could they? Sample sentences. What could I do to help you? What could you make for dessert? What could he bring for the kids? What could she buy with a quarter? What could it be used for? What could we grow in our garden this year? What could they keep in their carry-on bags? Asking questions with what and would. Don't forget to use the simple form of the verb. I would, question form, turn it around. Would I? You would you? He, she, it would he, she, it? We would we? They would they? Sample sentences. What would I do without you in my life? What would you like to study in college? What would he say if he knew about that? What would she prefer to do? What would it take to end homelessness? What would we need to survive on Mars? What would they contribute to the company? So let's see if we can identify the simple form of the verb in these sentences, these questions. Do, like, say, prefer, take, need, contribute. There they are. Asking questions with what and should. Don't forget to use the simple form of the verb when using should. I should, question form, turn it around, should I? You should you? He, she, it should he, she, it? We should we? They should they? Sample sentences. What should I prepare for the audition? What should you take for a cough and a sore throat? What should he study for the next test? What should she bring to the interview? What should it look like when it's finished? What should we watch on TV tonight? What should they do in this situation? Let's see if we can find the simple form of the verb in these questions. Prepare, take, study, bring, look, watch, and do. You did it. You found all of them. So that's wonderful. We finished the lesson. So now you know how to ask questions using the little word what in so many different ways. If that video helped you, you can put a like on the video. You can leave a comment down below. You can ask a question down below. If you need further assistance with your English, you can get yourselves a copy of Basic English. This is the 4th edition. How do we know that? Well, because it's written right here at the top, Premium 4th edition, published and distributed everywhere in the world by the wonderful McGraw-Hill. So this little workbook, well, actually this very big workbook, will help you to really improve your English very quickly. It's a wonderful workbook that's full of exercises, vocabulary words, verb tenses, review exercises. The answer key is at the back to support you while you are learning. If you get a copy of this book, I want you to start on the first page, complete every page right through to the end of the book, okay? If you're having difficulty with your verb tenses, and everybody tells me they're having difficulty with their verb tenses, I don't know why, it's so easy. So you can get a copy of this, English Verb Tenses, available just like the basic English workbook on Amazon and other places online. A great workbook to help you not just perfect, but to master your English verb tenses. The answer key is at the back to support you while you are learning also. If you get a copy of this book, I want you to start on the first page, complete every page right through to the end of the book. Good? Good. Okay, so that's all I have to say for now. I'm going to prepare your next lesson. I already know what it is. It's going to be another lesson on asking questions. So I will see you shortly in the next lesson. So have a pleasant evening and good night for now.